7 Sports.
Well, the Boston Red Sox pitching staff has remained relatively healthy this season, and John Farrell is not about to take any chances with Clay Buchholz. It's been since June 8th now that Buchholz has pitched, and still no timetable has been set on his next start. The American League leader in wins and ERA injured his back during his last start against the Angels 9 days ago, and he's still feeling discomfort in his back and neck after throwing a bullpen session this past Saturday. The Sox have considered putting Buchholz on the DL, but hope he can go this weekend in Detroit. And in his place, the Sox turn to Alfredo Aceves for another spot start. He'll be on the bump in Game 1 of the doubleheader tomorrow against the Rays. Aceves, somewhat of a forgotten man after being sent down to Pawtucket. He has filled in nicely, though, in his last 2 starts, picking up the win in both games while surrendering just 2 earned runs. Different story for the Sox alleged ace John Lester. After a brilliant start to the season, posting a 6-0 record with a 2.72 ERA, Lester is now winless in his last 6 starts and has been downright awful, quite frankly, in his past 2, surrendering 12 earned runs in 9 2/3 innings pitched.
Danny knows he gives me at least a week just to do whatever I do. I don't even know what to do, sit and watch, cartoons or something. And then we'll talk about it.
Who knows what the future? I've been here 15 years and I've seen a lot of changes each and every year.
I haven't really thought about it, to be honest with you. I'm kind of digesting obviously the current. And Doc came to me, falling out to the side, and which all 3 of us agreed to, speak later.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of changes here, and we'll see what happens.
And now to the ongoing saga that is the Boston Celtics situation. As soon as the C's were eliminated by the Knicks last month, the futures of Doc Rivers, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce were all very much in doubt, and that's the case even more so now. The C's reportedly continued talks today with the Clippers, centering around sending both Doc and KG to Los Angeles. Talks stalled over the weekend after the Clippers declined the Celtics' request to include Eric Bledsoe in any trade scenario. Today, the C's reworking a trade that would send either Jason Terry or Courtney Lee to L.A., but once again, those talks have stalled. If a deal isn't completed soon, both teams might step away from talks altogether. And don't forget, Game 4 is on 7 NBC of the Stanley Cup Finals, and we'll get you ready for all the action with our Shot at the Cup pregame show beginning at 7, and then, of course, the puck drops at 8 o'clock. The Bruins currently leading the Blackhawks 2-0 late in the 3rd period. We will have complete postgame coverage over on 7 NBC. I'm Mike Leslie, and that's a look at sports.